Welcome back to another episode of Active Everyday Discussion, and we're on that topic of water. And so, in my previous video, I put a challenge out for you to try to drink more water. And I made a suggestion of around a gallon. A gallon is just kind of like a number, like a ballpark number. That's, like a common size measurement that we use. It's a big bottle. Kind of look at it and you're like, wow, that's a lot of water. So it's kind of like a good goal. It's usually a bigger goal than most people are going to be able to get to easily. And, for some people, it's a reasonable goal. Bigger people are going to drink more water. Smaller people are going to drink less water. But for a lot of people, a gallon is going to be a good amount. It's definitely going to cause you to pee a lot, which can be really good. Kind of clean you out a little bit, get things moving around. Being a little more water than most people need, it's going to help you get hydrated. Okay, if we're a little dehydrated, chronically underhydration, then we want to try to get a little bit over hydration, if you will. Okay, drink a little above our normal threshold to start drawing that water in. Yeah, we do need to have like a good balance of everything else, a good balance of nutrients and electrolytes so we can pull the water in, but don't be alarmed if you're peeing a lot. It's part of the process. We're going to pee a lot if we're drinking more. So anyhow, how much water should you actually drink? And is there a way to kind of calculate that? And in general, yeah, there is. But again, everybody's different. And so I just want to bring all this full circle to how we feel. We feel how we feel, and we get used to how we feel. And a lot of how we feel or want to feel is based on feeling good, feeling comfortable. So, when you start challenging yourself to drink a little more water, and you do have to pee a little bit more and things like this, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to our routine, and it might even be physically uncomfortable. So, I understand that. I recognize that. These little challenges don't come without that and the acknowledgement of that. So if that makes it a little harder for you to kind of stick to the goal and stay on track, you're not alone. We recognize that. It's not as easy for me as well. Got to get up throughout my day based on how my work environment is. It's not always easy to just get up and go to the bathroom, depending on how much I'm driving and things like that. Bathrooms aren't always accessible, and sometimes I got to go bad. Sometimes I got to go fast. So it could be a challenge trying to figure out this water game, and I like to stay in bed at night and sleep. So that can be a little annoying too. Well, anyhow, these are little things that are just kind of bumps along the way that we can try to figure out how to get around. And on that last note, how much water could we drink or should we drink? Well, we're trying for that gallon to get a little extra, but one way you could think of it is take your body weight and do a little bit of math with it. All right, you can take your weight, you can multiply it by 0.5, or basically just cut it in half. And that's a good baseline range of ounces. So I weigh about 220 pounds on average, and about 110 ounces of water, give or take. It's going to be like a good range for me to target. That's based on my body weight. Well, if I'm really active or not active, that number might go up or down. If it's really hot out or cold out, I may sweat more just based on the general temperature of the day. That number may go up or down. So there's all these little factors we have to stay in tune with. And, if we can generally pay attention to how much we do drink each day, or we have a common size cup that we use that helps us gauge our general water intake, then we have an easier time kind of keeping track of that throughout the year. Because, gosh, there's so many things we are keeping track of, and so many things that can kind of get us off track. So anyhow, we'll be back. We got more discussions about water. Anyhow, just keep trying to drink a little bit more. Sure, your water that you mix with things, I guess that counts. Yeah, if you mix a little hydration powder or something in your water, sure, count that. Or if you have something like a Gatorade or some sort of like just water alternative, sure, count that. But if it's like a tea, or a coffee or something like that, those are a diuretic. Those do make us pee more, different than just, I drank a lot of water, so I'm peeing more. Those are diuretics, so we don't want to count those. So do your best to just count your ounces of clear water, plain water, and try to increase those ounces. But as you're kind of getting along the way, if you want to count some other things, I guess if that's a little help for you, go for that too. All right, we'll see you soon. Stay active every day.